Good afternoon, guys. It is a warm Wednesday afternoon, and this is London Loop Day 6. And today I am walking sections 11 and 10. That is from Uxbridge to Hatton Cross via Hayes and Harlington. So, started my journey about an hour ago from home. Just got to Uxbridge, and I've just joined the Grand Union Canal, and we're going to take the canal all the way up to Hayes and Harlington. Let's go. So on Monday I completed London Loop Day 5, where I did 3 sections, that is 12, 13 and 14. That was one of the best days I've had. Hopefully today's going to be the same really, because this is one of the shortest days I'm going to do. It's only 18 point something K. I know the first section I'm doing, which is section 11 from Uxbridge to Hayes and Harlington, is 12k, and then the next section from Hayes and Harlington to Hatton Cross is only 6.6k. So yeah, overall just over 18k today. Should be pretty straightforward. The weather is quite warm actually. Apparently we're expecting a thunderstorm sometime today, so I did come prepared. I've got a waterproof jacket in my bag. I've got my hiking trainers on, so hiking shoes, not trainers, hiking shoes on. So hopefully it should be a good one. Now, what was it? I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh well, let's crack on. Now, the section between Uxbridge and Harlington Hayes is pretty straightforward really, because you just have to follow the Grand Union Canal, but the London Loop wants us to go around, so in a bit I'm going to be coming off the towpath. I'll be walking into another sort of country park, similarly to Monday, taking a slight detour. Then we will be joining the Grand Union again near West Drayton, walking along the slough arm of the Grand Union, joining the main part, and then we'll be taking it straight up to Hayes and Harlington. So yeah, pretty straightforward. It's a nice day to do it. The temperature has dropped in the last sort of 10 to 20 minutes, but it's been a bit all over the place today. So yeah, that's that. Now, I have walked this stretch of the Grand Union before. This was last summer when I did the London Canals Walk Challenge, where I walked all the canals within London, within the Greater London, so within M25. So when I walked this stretch last time, I started off at Hayes and Harlington and walked it sort of north towards, Rickmansworth, Watford End. By this time around, we're walking sort of the opposite direction into London, I guess. Now, in the next 200 metres, I'm going to be taking a right into the Uxbridge Moor area, and yeah, exploring that part as well. I just saw the first set of London Loop signs since joining the towpath at Uxbridge. We're sort of walking through some back roads now. And I see another London Loop sign in front of me, so I know for a fact I am heading in the right direction. I just need to cross over the road now and get to the other side, and then carry on with my walk. So I'm getting a proper edgeland feeling around this area, because there are pylons, there are warehouses, there are forklifts, and you're walking sort of past all of that to get to some sort of park. Yeah, it's very similar to a Tottenham, Upper Edmonton, Lee Valley feeling. I can see some signs ahead of me. I feel like as soon as we cross over to the other side, we're going to follow our planned route, should I say, and crack on with our London Loop walk. So there we go. Our first proper signage to say we're doing the London Loop. All right. Ooh. So, just saw a sign saying that we're taking the River Clone walk. This is the same river that I was walking alongside on Monday. So it sort of crosses over the Grand Union and we are on the other side. So the river is running next to me. So far so good. It seems to be a really quiet one so far. Yeah. Okay, one thing I feel like mentioning is that the Grand Union is a absolutely beautiful waterway, but there are, at certain parts of the Grand Union, especially around West London near like Southall, Hayes, and even around here, I do see a lot of littering. So, it is what it is. Well, it shouldn't be it is what it is, because people shouldn't be littering on a lovely river like this. But I guess people do use rivers as a dumping ground sometimes, so you do need to be quite, careful about where you're going. And I've also noticed that people are randomly popping up into the main path from like the back of warehouses. Yeah, if you're walking this route, just be cautious. Yeah, but other than that, the route's beautiful, the weather's lovely, we're just cracking on with it really. So usually I take about 2 to 3 days break between the walks I do, but I am running out of time. I'm off work till the end of the month and we got another, 2 more weeks to go, and I'm halfway through and it's taken me about 2 weeks to do 5 walks because I've taken days off in between. So this is going to be a busy week for me because I'm doing day 6 today. Then I'm taking the rest of the week off because I've got things to do and I'm off to the seaside tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Friday. Then I'm doing day 7 and day 8 and day 9 the following week. And the week after that, I'm doing day 10. And that's, I think, on the 29th or the 30th of August. And then back on the 1st. I'm back to work. So it's going to be an intense one, actually. So much for taking a relaxing summer break. Instead, I'm walking pretty much every other day and being busy. I guess it's a good summer break so far, so no complaints here. It's just a hectic one, really. Okay, I'm about 3k into my hike so far. So, and it's been amazing actually. The route's been pretty straightforward. I've had a quick look at my planned route and it looks like I'm just going to be following this path entirely till we get to a road, cross over, follow another similar path, which will then lead me back to the Grand Union. So yeah, so far so good. I don't think I'll be getting lost today, but I don't want to jinx it by saying it out loud. Let's go. Even though I've done 5 days of London Loop walks, I'm on my 6th day now, I haven't quite yet crossed over the Thames yet. So day 7, which would be next week, I would be crossing over the River Thames at Kingston. Then I would actually feel like I'm officially halfway through because I am south of the river. But I feel like most of the London Loop it's a bit top heavy actually. So there are 6 days north of the River Thames, then 7, 8, 9 and 10 is south, and then finishes all the way at Erith. I thought I just need to mention that. I don't know. Incredibly serene and quiet. So, walking alongside the River Colne has been pretty straightforward so far. Yeah. A lovely bridge coming up. I guess that is the bridge that we need to cross over to get to the other side. We need to cross over to the other side here, but the problem is, you can see the sign has been knocked over. I guess someone's crashed into this bridge actually. But we got some stairs we can take down. Just need to be a bit more cautious really. Ooh. Okay, we made it to the other side. All of a sudden, the terrain has completely changed. Earlier, we're walking alongside an industrial edgeland area next to factories and fences. Now we are practically walking through what it seems like a little woodland trail. And apparently this is a fishing area for just private anglers. So I'm not fishing, so not a problem for me. I am just following the London Loop signs, I guess. Wow. Incredibly autumnal scene over here. I was talking about colours on my previous walk. I love a good autumnal colour palette, like quite a few warm reds and browns and some dark greens. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing because this is perfectly that exact colour palette that I was describing on my previous walk. So yeah, I'm rather enjoying this section so far. There is another fallen tree, so it looks like we are ducking underneath the tree once again. The water's so clear over here, it is gorgeous. Alright, we're back on our path. Again, as usual, if I stop and film everything, we're going to be here forever. So, quick snippets of the things that I enjoy. Now, I feel like I need to stop and just do an update. So, this part of London, section 11, alongside Uxbridge and River Colne, it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, that river is so clear. Unlike the River Lee, which is polluted and dirty, people are actually swimming in it, and the water is so, I mean, I haven't gone into the river to see how pure the water is, but it's just beautiful, and this has made this section just really lovely. I guess when I read it when I read the actual articles on London Loop, a lot of people have mentioned between section 14 to section about 9 is some of the scenic areas, and I'm sure they are absolutely correct when saying that, because so far so good. Alright, came across some wildlife today. These look like very young horses, actually. They're quite smaller than the regular horses that I ran into in the last couple of days. Yeah. Okay, we are taking this bridge and crossing over the other side of River Colne, and there's plenty of signs to say that we are going the right direction. And there's the river behind me. Okay, we are about 5k into our walk, and we got another 1k left of this trail, which is going to lead us to back to, should I say, the Grand Union. Then I'm just going to follow the Grand Union towpath all the way to Hatton Harlington. Yeah, no complaints at all so far. Very good. In fact, I'm actually quite hungry, even though I had breakfast this morning. I'm feeling a bit peckish, so I guess when I get to Hatton Harlington, I know a spot. I want to stop there, have my lunch break, and then we'll finish off section 11 and then start section 10. Okay guys, now we are coming up to a part of the canal that I've never walked before. So this is the slough arm of the Grand Union. It's like a little spur that sort of goes to Slough, I guess, from the main part of the Grand Union. It is right there behind us, and we're going to be walking in that direction shortly once I've taken some photos. were up top earlier. We just need to follow this towpath all the way to the end now. So, all of a sudden, the weather has changed. The temperature has dropped again. It's gotten really cloudy. I feel like that thunderstorm that we're expecting might be around the corner. It doesn't matter because it's pretty straightforward. I've got my waterproof in the back, camera's waterproof, so is my bag. So I'm just going to crack on with the walk regardless of rain or sunshine. Walking alongside a very loud factory of some sort. I guess this is part of any canal walk. You're walking through remote areas with boats, then you got them factories and weird edgeland areas. It's what I call mixed media when you're walking along the canal. You will experience a bit of everything, I guess. Well, at least I have in the past couple of years of walking alongside canals in London. So there is this bridge in front of me and there's a sign saying dead slow. That's because there is a canal junction ahead. I know for a fact if you are going very fast on a canal boat, or any boat for that matter, there is no braking because, well, you can't really brake and stop a boat like that. So I guess it's a warning to say there is a marina of some sort. It is a boat marina right there behind us. And that's a good warning for anyone that is coming up the Slough Arm heading towards the Grand Union and needs to take it easy, I guess. Alright, we are now crossing over this bridge to join the Grand Union. Yeah, that way behind me is Uxbridge, where I started. And in that direction we are heading towards West Drayton. Alright, we are back on the Grand Union now. We're not too far from West Drayton. We're going to follow this along and go all the way up to Hatton Harlington. Okay, had a quick look at my planned route. I've got another 5.5 to 6k to go till I get to Hatton Harlington. I've also noticed that the route itself doesn't necessarily stick to the towpath. When we go past West Drayton, it sort of comes off the main towpath and follows another route. Oh well. Okay, we've just come up to West Drayton and this very interesting looking bridge behind me. So we're going to go and have a look at that in a minute as we're walking on the canal. So yeah, West Drayton. I've been here once before. I guess I'll be going past here on my way home because my plan is to get the Elizabeth line when I finish and then take it all the way into central London. So, the journey to get to Uxbridge today was a difficult one because I could have easily taken the Piccadilly line from Finsbury Park and got here, but it would have taken me over an hour and a bit just on that. That's without the connections. So behind me is West Drayton Station, so you can hear the trains going past. So yeah, I could have taken the Piccadilly line, which I didn't because I really don't want to go into London to come out to zone 6/7. So what I did was I took the overground and then ended up near Wembley and then got the Metropolitan line there. So when I finish today at Hatton Cross, I'm going to jump on the Piccadilly again to get to Heathrow, and then from there I'm going to get the new Elizabeth line train to London, then back home afterwards, I guess. So yeah, that's that. Yep, that is the new, well, not new, improved West Drayton Station for Elizabeth Line. Okay, we've come off the towpath and walking through another industrial estate. I would have happily stuck to the towpath, but the London Loop says that I need to go this way, so I'm going to stick to the route. Alright, we have walked out of the industrial park and into a normal park of some sort. I'm taking this route. It feels really strange because it's like pebbles on the ground, and I feel like someone's taken their paws through this, or someone's dug really deep into the actual surface, because there's like really big marks on the footpath. I don't know. Oh well. We're about another 3k from Hayes and Harlington, where I'm going to stop and take a well-deserved lunch break. Let's go. London Loop sign stuck on a tree. I guess it's the first time I'm actually seeing that being done. I mean, I've seen London Loop signs everywhere, but not directly bolted onto a tree, I guess. Oh well. Again, I feel like this sort of forest runs alongside a busy road or a highway, because I can hear traffic in the background. I don't know. I feel like I should have stuck to the Grand Union. Then if I did that, I wouldn't be actually walking the London Loop now. I'd be walking the Grand Union again. Thing is, I can always come back to the Grand Union in the future. Oh well. Had a quick look at my route. Looks like I am walking through Stockley Country Park. It's in two parts. There's a dual carriageway running through the middle of the park, so we're going to be crossing that over in a minute, hence the noise in the background. Then we'll get to the other side. After the park, we are rejoining the Grand Union. Now that's what you call a proper bridge. So, I had to climb up this hill, and I was wondering why I can hear a lot of aeroplanes and see some. Then I realised I'm not too far from Heathrow, because I didn't clock it. I did say earlier I'm going to be finishing my walk near Hatton Cross and getting the train from Heathrow, but it must have skipped my mind. Yeah, and yet again I'm in a golf course. We're going to walk over the hill, get to the other side, and carry on with our hike. You probably won't be able to see this, but there are a couple of planes behind me. I need to go down and go back to my route, because I feel like I've taken a slightly wrong turn, because I got so excited to see the hill. I climbed up the hill, but the actual London Loop path says that we need to take a slight right and okay, we are back on track, walking in the woods again, and this will lead us straight to the Grand Union Canal and then to Hayes and Harlington. So we are out of the golf course and back in this sort of woodland area. This is like pebbles and broken substrate. I feel like this is like a overflow car park for golfers that can't fit their cars in a normal car park. It has that feeling, and I can see tread patterns and tyre tracks, so I guess that's that. As we are nearing the end of section 11, I feel like it's a great time for me to do a quick summary of this section. So we started off at Uxbridge, we walked up to the Grand Union, followed the Grand Union for a bit, then we came off the Grand Union to take the River Colne walk, which was amazing and beautiful. Then we were back on the Grand Union, and we came off the Grand Union again. So it's all been on and off the towpath and country paths. No complaints here at all. It's been beautifully signposted. very scenic, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, we got about 2 k's left till we get to Hatton Harlington, so let's go. And just like that, we are back on the Grand Union. Alright, last 1k left till I get to Hatton Harlington. This stretch of the canal has been really quiet actually. I've run into like 3 people. All 3 of them were sitting by the river and fishing. Towpath's empty, not many boats moored along here. Yeah, a calm one actually, a very calm one indeed. Right, just got to Hatton Harlington. It's actually pretty windy out here today. I know a spot, so I'm going to go get my lunch, sit down and have my lunch, then we're going to carry on with our next section. Now, that was a well-needed lunch break. It was only short, it was only 15 minutes. Normally, I do carry my packed lunch with me, knowing that I'm going to stop at Hatton Harlington, and there is a lovely Tesco around the corner. I treated myself to a lovely £3 meal deal. Sorted, didn't have to carry anything, food was fresh, I was quite happy about that. Now, section 11 is complete, we're just starting section 10. This is a fairly short section with 6.6k, and we are heading towards Hatton Cross now. Now, for the next couple of 100 meters, we are walking the towpath. Then we're going to take a slightly different route afterwards. So let's go. I get a feeling that I'm going to get caught up in the thunderstorm that is coming. So if I look over there, there's quite a lot of grey clouds, and that is the direction I'm heading. Oh well. If it rains, it rains. We have another 200 or so meters left on the Grand Union, that we're actually leaving the canal and taking a completely different path afterwards. Okay, we're at the point where we are coming off the Grand Union. We need to cross over this giant bridge, walk up there, and then join the Hillingdon Trail. So we're taking part of the Hillingdon Trail now. This is a huge dual carriageway to cross. There's no stairs, there's like an elevated pathway. So yeah, let's do this. This busy motorway leads to Heathrow. That's why it's so noisy and busy. Okay, we've come off that busy and loud road and joined the Cranford Country Park. I can't say certain names today. This sort of runs alongside the River Crane, and this is going to, well, I'm going to be following this path for most of the way, all the way up to Hatton Cross. Let's go. Come to this signage that talks a bit more about the Hillingdon Trail. Apparently the Hillingdon Trail is a 20-mile path through Hillingdon's countryside from Cranford to southeast to Harefield in the northwest. I feel like I walked most of it as part of the London Loop Challenge, but I'll have to come back and do just the Hillingdon Trail one of these days in the near future. Let's go. And it also looks like it's about to rain, because I can feel a few droplets of water sort of hitting my face. Yep, there we go. I think I'm right in the middle of that thunderstorm. So I am walking along the M4 apparently, so that's why there's a loud sound of traffic, and it just started to rain. Surprisingly, the last couple of days of me doing the London Loop Challenge, there has been no rain. It's just been incredibly sunny and hot and, you know, drought basically. But today it's incredibly cloudy and raining. I guess the weather's changing and the drought is finally over in London. Okay, the heavens have opened. It's raining heavily. I am taking refuge at St Dunstan's Cranford Church. It's a lovely, old, beautiful church with a cemetery. I feel like I'm going to stop here for a little bit till the rain stops, re-look at my plan, and then if it doesn't stop anytime soon, I'm going to carry on with it, because there's no point waiting for the rain to stop though. But it is what it is. There was a bit of construction going on at Cranford Country Park, so the pathway was shut. Luckily, one of the guys that worked there was able to direct me in the right way. He just asked me to go around the fence and just walk into the park. And now I'm back on track. Yeah, so we are practically halfway through section 10 now. It is quite a short section, so I've done about, oh, I just saw some lightning. I am in the middle of a park. Alright, I should be fine. Yeah, halfway through section 10, and it started raining now, so I want to get this done and dusted as soon as possible. We are walking alongside the River Crane. It's raining, but it's not like torrential downpour. It's decent. I can walk in this and talk in this. The River Crane is behind me. It loops and, you know, meanders through this space. I'm going to take this path behind me, get to the end of this path as quick as possible, because I don't want to really get stuck in heavy rain, because it looks like it's about to rain a bit more heavier within the next couple of minutes. And yeah, so camera put away. I'm just going to crack on with the walk as quick as possible. See you shortly. The rain's become quite heavy now. I am taking shelter underneath a tree. I've got about 3.5k left to go. So yeah, I'm going to wait here for a couple more minutes and then crack on with it really. It's still raining. Oh, that was not nice at all. Just completely got drenched by a bus. That was fucking horrible. Oh. Alright, we've come off that busy road now. As I was getting ready to cross the road, I was walking very close to the edge of the road, and there was a huge puddle, and this bus went past me and completely drenched me in water, so I am fully drenched now. We're on the last couple of K, and you can hear the plane in the background. That means we are literally next to Heathrow Airport. We are in airport territory anyways. Now, once I've crossed the road, there aren't any London Loop signs, so I need to make sure that I am walking in the right direction and I don't want to get lost in the last minute. Yeah, it's been a good section so far. Section 10, very short section. The wettest section, should I say, because I'm drenched in water. It is what it is. Let's get this London Loop day completed. We are in another open space, the Crane Bank Nature Reserve. This is the last stretch, actually, the last 1.86k to be exact, till I get to Hatton Cross. And there is a plane right over there somewhere. Sounds a bit straight for a plane. People often don't talk about walking in the rain, but it's quite relaxing really. I mean, you don't often go out intending to walk in the rain because that's not something you normally do, but as part of a hike, if you're prepared, I'm not fully prepared because this is not fully waterproof, it's water resistant. It would be a nice thing to do, and filming in the rain is not ideal either. So yeah, I'm making the most out of this. Last 1.5k to go to get to Hatton Cross. Let's go. We finally made it to Hatton Cross. I am in the underground station. Yeah, London Loop Day 6 is finally complete. I could not do this outro outside because it was still raining and it was quite heavy and it was way too loud. Yeah, so London Loop Day 6 is fully complete. Let's celebrate in a minute by having a drink. London Loop Day 6 is finally over. Cheers guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Welcome aboard this Elizabeth Line service.